A very good morning to my beloved children. Hope you are enjoying the grammar classes. And in the previous class, we were trying to learn the subject verb concord or the subject verb agreement. Now, for any sentence to be grammatically correct, it is very important that the verb in the sentence agrees with the number of the subject. The verb should agree with the number of the subject. Now, there are about 10 rules I did tell you, and we have almost covered 4 to 5 rules in the last class. We will just take a recap of the rules that we have done, and it is very important that you remember it. Now, the very basic rule is that if the subject is in singular, the verb has to be in singular. I repeat, if the subject is singular, the verb has to be in singular. Now, we'll take a few root verbs. For example, play, watch, work, sleep, eat. These are the basic root verbs. Now, how do you make it singular to match a singular subject? For example, you can't say they, or rather Meena sleep at 10 o'clock in the night. That's wrong. The verb sleep is not in the singular. How do you make the verb in the singular? I did say you have to add one S to the root verb, and then you can make the verb singular. For example, she walks 10 kilometers every day. Walks, that is singular. Okay, the walk is the root verb, and you have added S to it, making it the singular verb. He walks, she talks, he eats. The pronouns always will be in singular by adding S. He, she, it. Not the plural ones, the singular ones. You have to add S and also to the proper nouns. That is the basic. Now, when there are two words, this is a second rule, when there are two words in a sentence or two subjects in a sentence, connected by a conjunction, again the verb will take plural only. For example, Ram and Govind. Ram one word, Govind another word, connected by the conjunction and. Ram and Govind are good friends in plural. When two words are connected by a word and or any conjunction, mostly and, the verb takes plural. Radha and Geeta are going for shopping. Got it? When two words are connected with and. Okay. Then when you talk about the same person, the same idea, it always takes a singular verb. I repeat, when two words are used to refer to the same person or same thing, you use a singular verb only. I gave you an example last time. Bread and butter, they are used together. Okay, bread refer to one thing. Bread and butter is a lovely breakfast. Bread and butter is a delicious breakfast. So when two words are used, referring to the same thing, then the verb takes singular only. Now you say, my cousin and friend Gopal is coming today home. My cousin and friend is coming home today. That cousin is also your friend. It refers to the same person. The politician and philosopher. The politician and philosopher is giving a speech today. the politician and philosopher, both the words refer to the same person. When two words are used referring to the same person or thing, the verb is always in singular. Got it? Now, when the subject is again words like information, furniture, scenery, these words are always used in singular only. Okay, got it? Words like furniture, you say pieces of furniture. Information, you say pieces of information. Okay, so scenery, you don't say the scenery are looking good, the scenery is looking good. There is no word sceneries. Okay, so there are certain words which are always used in singular. Then fractions. 1/4 of the food is wasted today. 1/4 of the food is wasted today. So fraction also is always used in singular verb only. Fractions always used in singular verb only. Then the distance. 50 kilometers is a long distance for me to walk. 50 kilometers is a long distance for me to walk. Kilometers, the distance, is always used in singular only. Fractions, distance, amount. 10 rupees is not enough for me to buy this thing. 10 rupees is not. Rupees, that is amount, is always used in singular only. So you now know which are when and where to use the subject and the verb, the correct verb for the correct subjects. Then another rule is that when words that end in s, okay, news, ever, always, good news is spread here. Good news is, though it ends in s, news is always used as singular. Then subjects like politics, social studies, mathematics, ending in s, they again are always used in singular verb only. Mathematics is tough for me. You don't say mathematics are tough for me, though they end in s. Social studies, news, all these words which end in s are always, the verb will be in the singular form. Now I have written a few exercises here for you to do. I will read it out for you. I have always told you keep a pen and a book with you just to check this. 1/4 of my pocket money dash given by my mother. 1/4 of my pocket money dash given my mother. What in singular or plural will you use? Remember, it is a fraction. So for fraction it is singular. 1/4 of my pocket money is given by my mother. The second is the girls and their brother dash going out. The girls and their brother dash going out now. Now this is another rule that we had discussed last time. When there are two subjects in a sentence, the verb should agree with the subject that comes just before it. When there are two subjects in a sentence, the verb has to agree with the second subject that comes just before it. Now listen to the sentence. The girls, plural, and their brother, brother is in singular, dash going out. Now how will the verb be used, in singular or in plural? Singular, because the subject that comes just before the verb is brother, singular. Got it? So the girls and their brother is going out. Then my cousin and classmate dash given a prize. Both the words are referring to the same person. So how will it be? It will be in singular. The cousin and classmate. His cousin is his classmate also. The cousin and classmate is given a prize. Is given a prize. Then this is another rule again you have to remember. Each and every, always used in singular. Each and every. Okay. Everyone dash present in the class. Everyone dash present in the class. Singular or plural you will use? Everyone, each and every, always used in singular. So everyone is present in the class. Got it? Everyone is present in the class. Then Suma and Sudha dash eating mangoes. Suma and Sudha. What did I say? When two words are connected with and, it will be plural. Suma and Sudha are eating mangoes. Hopefully you have understood the rules. Now I'll be giving you some exercises later on. Once again, do you want me to recap? One is when the subject is singular, the verb has to be in singular. How do you make the verb singular? By adding s to the root verb. Then when two words are connected with and, the verb will be in plural. Sita and Gita are going out. Then certain words like information, news, scenery, furniture, each and every, always used in singular. The verb will always be singular. Then when two things are said about the same person, then again the verb will be in singular. When there are two subjects in a sentence, the verb will agree with the subject which is just next to it, which is just before it. Okay, so I think for today that is enough, my children. We will meet again and we will start off again with a recap. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you benefited out of it. Bye.